What's up, everybody? What's going on, folks? It's your guy, Derek, 420 Colorado, coming at you live and direct here at Talk About It Tuesdays. We got folks coming on in. Sean, what's up? What's going on? Yeah, we got people coming on in. Five or so folks coming in. Miles, all right. I'm hoping that my stupid comments will actually act right today. The last time I know for sure it was not working and not doing correctly. It was a bad deal. Scott Peterson, just going ahead and join on in. Mike Wild Schultz, my dude, what's up? What's up, party people? Cindy from Connecticut, I see you. My boy River, what's up? He gets to hear all this same stuff that I tell you guys on a daily basis, and so I always like it when he pops in. Ronald Bruce Ashmore, yo, what's up? Charles and Dwayne, I see y'all folks coming on in. Chris, what's up? So, this week on Talk About It Tuesdays, we're going to be talking about some super groovy stuff, VPD, DLI, your grow goals, how that translates and what kind of style. We're going to go over the super rad promo this week for Talk About It Tuesday. I kind of teased it earlier. You guys are going to be super stoked, super rad, awesome pack that's coming your way for Talk About It Tuesdays. So I'm going to do a little dab, and then after I'm done coughing, as you guys all well know, I see you, Bob. What's up, Joseph? Yeah, we're going to do a dab. I'm going to cough for a second, and then we'll get on into it and tell you guys what kind of gear I'm wearing, what's going on with the fit, and all that good stuff, as the kids say. I should have, I'm not sure if he's watching just yet, but shout out to Dirk McCoy, rocking the rad tie-dye gear, as always, keeping me fresh, keeping me fire, and keeping me groovy. We're going to do a little dab ski, then we'll get started. Those always get me right. Get a sip of my trusty dew here. Let that high settle in. Then we'll get talking about some cool stuff. Okay. A dab will do ya. That's a fact. A dab will do ya. Rad. Everybody else, I suggest you do the same. Get your dabs in. Go on ahead and get them in now, because we're going to be coming at you rapid fire with good information. So yeah, first of all, we'll go ahead and stand up so you guys can kind of see it a little bit better. This is from Dirk McCoy. Just got this one in this week. It is super rad. And, not that I'm trying to show you guys my butt, but if you can see this, we got the Dream Bean joggers in. More to come on the Dream Bean stuff. More to come on the Dream Beans joggers here at the end, where I'm going to be going over the promo for you guys for Talk About It Tuesdays. Okay. Let me scoot this up a little. All right. Edward, what's up? What's up, John? What's up, Ryan? I see all you folks coming in here for Talk About It Tuesdays. Hopefully we're going to get some new folks in here too. I know that a lot of you guys have been following along for a long time and have kind of seen my journey progress. And hopefully we're getting some new folks to the Dream Team. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. You guys might be seeing, if you're on Facebook any amount of times, guys, I spend 45 to 65 hours a week on Facebook, hailing you guys' correct questions, making sure that you guys are taken care of, growing dream beans, and the like. and keeping you guys always pointed towards a successful harvest. That's always our goal. It does me no good, guys, to have you send out seeds or sell seeds and have you guys get them and them grow not to meet your expectations and that kind of stuff. So I'm always here, and a lot of that depends on how you grow and your level and your skill. And so that's why I'm always trying to make myself available for you guys to be able to, grow the best dream beans that you can. So along with that, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about some of the aspects and components that go into creating a dialed-in environment. You'll see that a lot of times. Folks will talk about a dialed-in environment, okay? What does that mean? To me, that just means that all the different bioprocesses in the plant and the soil and the air and the humidity, everything is in a creative, and it creates a symbiotic environment. Just meaning that each part and portion is contributing to each part and portion of the other in a beneficial fashion. A couple of those tools and a couple of the things that you can actually do to, kind of dial that in again is different metrics that you can use. You'll see different terms like VPD. You'll see different terms like DLI or PPFD or PAR. There's a lot of different terms that get thrown around, and so that's kind of what we're going to go over. The first part of this Talk About It Tuesday is going to be your terms and things and what they mean and how you guys can use them. I've also written a couple of articles on Multiverse Beans. Shout out to Multiverse Beans as always. You can always get my stuff at multiversebeans.com. The different stuff, VPD, vapor pressure deficit. Okay, VPD, that's vapor pressure deficit. For anybody out there taking notes and writing it down, I'll say it again, vapor pressure deficit, VPD. Okay, guys, what this is going to be, this is the relationship between the temperature in the air, the humidity in the air, and the surface temperature of your leaves. So the way that plants work is the plants have small little openings, and I always think of them just in my mind's eye, they look like mouths. They're little tiny holes that are in the leaf surface, and that's how the leaf actually breathes, basically, okay? And as most of us know from, early earth science class, that plants breathe in CO2, and they take out and they breathe out oxygen, okay? And so they do that through the little pores called stomata. Some of you may remember that term, the stomata. Okay, so the stomata, what they do is they work through a relationship between the pressure inside the leaf and the pressure outside the leaf. It's called a process, it's an osmosis process. It's a process of there being, if you ever know how a straw actually works, it's just the difference in pressure from one place to another that will actually cause different things to transfer. Ions will transfer this way, water transfers this way. There's a lot of different things, okay? And so in this case, we're talking about the difference in the air temperature, the leaf temperature, and the relative humidity in the air. So this is all a bunch of numbers that can get crunched and numbers that you can take. There's a lot of VPD calculators out there that'll show you a VPD chart. Your VPD charts are going to range because ultimately this is still kind of just, anecdotal evidence, so to speak, just because it's kind of a hard thing to test. And so you'll get the different VPD charts. And so what it's going to be a chart that looks like this. You're going to have relative humidity on this side or down here. Can't remember which one it is. You're going to have temperature on one and relative humidity on the other. And so what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to tell you, okay, my temperature is 78 degrees and my relative humidity is 48%. You match those up and you find out you're going to get a number. It ranges from, 0.4, 0.5 or whatever, 0.3, but that's out of range, all the way up to 2 or 3 or whatever. So there's a range in which the different plant stages, there's a different range in VPD for what you want. And so you can actually there's a lot of different, like I said, VPD calculators out there that'll let you know what the specific VPD you should be in and what range you should be in for what stage your plant is in. Okay, so if it's at a seedling stage, generally you're going to be one around a 0.8, 0.6 to 0.8. Okay, that's going to be, and again, just reference a VPD chart. They're easily Googleable things. VPD calculator, vapor pressure deficit calculator. And that'll be able to give you your range. And then you can just look up any basic, VPD chart or look up a bunch of them, cannabis-specific VPD charts. So you'll be able to, David, what's up? You'll be able to get your VPD and then match it to the chart. That's going to let you know the optimum rate at which that plant is breathing, okay? It's going to be the rate in which it is transferring, essentially, water from its roots, from the soil. So the water goes from the soil into the roots through, again, that's an osmotic pressure, an osmotic process that the water goes into the roots. The water travels up the plant through the xylem and the phylum, through the phylum, and it goes up into the plants and it goes into the leaf tissues where it needs to expel that oxygen because it's built it up and through the plant's processes has gone up and it's actually converted that oxygen into CO2, which it could use. So by the time it gets to the leaf and it gets to the stomata, it breathes it out. All right. So you'll see everybody, I'm sure you guys have seen plants that pray. Man, they're praying, they're praying, they're doing good, they're praying. It's great, man. That's great. That means that it's always great to see it. It's a fantastic thing to be able to visually see on an almost microscopic level what's happening in that plant and what's happening in that leaf. Okay, that you're getting that plant to go. Oh man, it's breathing. It's you're getting the best that you possibly can. And when you're enriching it with CO2, for the folks out there that are using CO2, I always do. I always believe it to be a very key factor in getting autos to grow big, huge, giant, and super awesome yields. Not everybody's set up for it, but with CO2, what it's doing is like, I live up here at 9,000 feet elevation, and they have a local college here that is the national champions of long distance running, cross country running, okay? They are absolute monsters. They are beasts. They are so crazy, all right? The reason being is because they train up here at 9,000 feet, and they get their lungs all built up to this low oxygen environment. When they go down to sea level, they just outrun everybody. They just outlast everybody because their breath is. I can only imagine that when you're enriching CO2 in your environment, that it's kind of like that. It's like going from way high to down low and just being like, whoa, I feel like Superman. You know what I mean? That you're getting maximum capacity. You're getting optimum environmental inputs. So VPD is a real good way to be able to, everybody's like, hey, what's my temperature supposed to be? Is my humidity too high? That if you can actually just get your VPD in check and get, it's cross-referenced to a chart, you can adjust to where you need to be. And so let's say, for example, that your humidity is too low, which is the case in my case almost always, that if your humidity is too low and your temperature is too high, which is a lot of the case, a lot of the times, that you'll be able to introduce a humidifier, maybe some cold air, maybe get a vent that's on top of your fan, whatever the case may be, to try to get those two inputs to come closer on your chart. All right, so the higher you bring your relative humidity and the lower you bring your temperature, you'll get it down in that range, okay? And so if you can keep it in that range, then you're good. Then you will see that keeping your optimum root zone environments for auto-flowering cannabis is optimal. Now we're going to be talking about the air. Okay, now we're going to be talking about the other environmental inputs that are out there. All right, that once we've got the watering down, which is covered in one of my first Talk About It Tuesdays, because that's very, very key to autoflower success, is watering early on. Now we're talking about the air environments and the different inputs that are going on in your tent and or outside or wherever it is that you grow. That you're going to see the VPD being a real good way to kind of get that dialed in. So if you're wondering, and if you're ever wondering, hey, what's my temperature supposed to be and or my humidity, we can always reference a VPD chart. Again, I've got a couple of articles that are out there written. If anybody wants them, let me know. I'll shoot them to you. And then we're going to talk about DLI too. DLI, Daily Light Integral. This is something that I've done a lot of stuff, a lot of research, a lot of digging, a lot of deep diving, a lot of stuff into Daily Light Integral. Okay, Daily Light Integral, or DLI, is just going to be the amount of light that the plant gets and can use in a 24-hour period. Again, it's just a quantitative measure and a way to calculate and quantify something that's out there in the environment. All right, we've got a way to calculate how much light the plant can actually use and how much it's actually getting. And so in a CO2 enriched environment, I use a high of 63 to 65 is the max that I get. And that's through a combination. If you watch some of my other Talk About It Tuesdays, you'll see lighting cycles that I talk about. You'll get a 24-hour light cycle, but that's going to be varying intensities. But overall, you add it all up, and you get a DLI. Now, autoflowering cannabis is different than C3 or photoperiod cannabis. Photoperiod plants are going to be photoperiod dependent, and they're going to be dependent on the light cycle to do their 6 things. We've covered that in the past. And so being that these plants grow in the highest most parts of the regions and the highest parts of the planet, we get a high DLI in those parts in the summertime. When these plants naturally grow, they get a high DLI. It's not 60 or 65, it's more like 50, 55, 55 or 60. Now these numbers may not mean anything to you. Again, this is something that you can go to Google. You can Google DLI calculator. Now, you're going to need a very important piece of data to input into this DLI calculator. It's going to be your PPFD or PAR. We get it all the time. There are several apps out there. Phone Buddy. I have a PAR meter installed in my greenhouse, so I'm able to do it, and it's fairly expensive to get the real quality ones. But as long as you can get a kind of an idea, and again, there's a lot of different apps out there that'll allow you to use your phone to calculate this. If you can get a Lux meter, a LUX meter, you can convert the Lux to PAR or PPFD. There's several different ways that you can calculate this, and it's going to be needed for your DLI calculator. You can also, again, there's a DLI chart. There's a DLI, there's lots of information out there about what different stage of cannabis requires what different DLI. If anybody has any information or wants any information about that, feel free to shoot me a message. Always, you can shoot a post, you can tag me. You guys know how to get a hold of me, as I am almost always available. Rick, stop running late, man. I'm just kidding. So DLI is going to be another real good metric that you guys can use, because I get the question 10 times a day. What light should I use? Is this light good? Is this light bad? Is this light not good? Again, we've gone over that in the previous Talk About It Tuesdays, the difference in diodes and how they affect light quality and longevity and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, PPFD is PPFD for the most part. Unless you've got crazy spectrum and you're trying to introduce UVA, UVB, far red, all those crazy kind of things. For the most part, PPFD is PPFD. It stands for potential photon flux density, something like that. So it's a way, but it's the same, okay? The PPFD from the sun is the same PPFD from your light. Now the spectrum will be different, but the actual intensity and usable light is the same. So you've got so David said he paid for Photon. I know, Mike, you're funny. Photon, he said, do you like it? He said it's pretty good, in his opinion. He definitely digs it, so that's cool. Pay for the version, I would say, because in this case, it's either spend a few dollars on an app, I don't know how much it is, or you can get a PAR meter from PhotobIO, PHOTOBIO. It's a real quality meter. It's about $130, I think, on Amazon or different online retailers. You guys can go check it out. It's a real good way, because again, this is me, man. This is the nerd part of it, man. I'm a weed nerd. Mendo Dope Boys do a song, I think, I think it's Mendo Dope Boys. Or Chris Webby, one of those guys. They do a song called Weed Nerd Nation. I'm a weed nerd, and you guys are kind of following along with me and getting to see my passion and the technical side and technical scientific aspects of cannabis, hopefully explained in a way that you guys can use it practically in your tents. That's kind of always the goal here, is to kind of give you guys information that I've accumulated over the last 25 years of growing and my schooling, to be able to distill that information to stuff that you guys can, do. Oh, thanks, Marley. Yeah, I was pretty sure it's Mendo Dope. Yeah, Weed Nerd Nation. I'm a stickler for the science, and so all these different kind of quantitative metrics and calculables, they're all stuff that I use all the time, and stuff that I think that everybody. It's not scary. It's not crazy, weird, crazy laboratory science experiments. It's fairly easy, to get a handle on it. And it's something that you guys can use on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and a harvest basis to get the best possible outcome from. And it's the maximum genetic potential of each seed. That each of these seeds has a max genetic potential, and that's what we're trying to get you guys to reach in each and every single one of the beans that you guys get from me, for sure. So the bricks meter, brick stuff, bree stuff, that's a little more high level, and yes, I do have an understanding of it, and I use it from time to time, not as much as I probably should, and that would take a little bit more explaining that I'm probably going to do here on Talk About It Tuesdays. But yes, bricks is definitely, having an understanding of that as well is a good thing to have. So, let's see here. VPD, DLI. Talking about grow goals. Grow goals. What are you guys growing goals? I'd like you guys to comment here down below and say, hey, this is the reason that I grow cannabis and that I choose to grow cannabis and the medicine and the plant that I love, be it for recreational purposes or medicinal purposes. Do you guys do it to save... do you guys do, yes, Ronald, yeah, Randall, yeah, it's measured sugar content, and sugar content has a vital role to play inside plant biology, but like I said, it's kind of a more advanced topic than I think I'll go into here. So, medicinal for friends, yeah, I mean, you know, my medicinal purposes are for my sleep and my seizures. I've had a history of seizures in my life, and my ADHD, believe it or not. If you guys have ever seen me out there, you'll see I'm, you know, on the interwebs, I'm jumping around like a crazy rabbit. So, yeah, to make it to harvest on my first run. Yes, Marley, I think you are definitely you're cleaning your tent out. If I do remember, that's super rad. Hopefully, you're gonna put some dream beans in there. That'll be super groovy, and I'm sure you will definitely be able to get it to harvest. I don't think you're gonna have an issue there. Pounds on pounds on pounds on pounds on pounds. Units on units on units. Racks on racks on racks for Rick DeValley. Yeah, right. That's everybody's goal, I guess. Ultimately, is mo better, mo smoke, mo better, and yeah, that's always good. So personal use is a giant bonus. So if you're using, and I'll take that as you're just wanting to save money at the dispensary. That it's just for dispensary prices are crazy, and the quality is never as good as you can do it at home. And so that's what we're here to do. We're here to get you guys the best grow that you can with the team of admins and moderators that we have. Shout out to all those guys, the mod squad, the dream team. You guys are all the dream team. You make it work. I'm actually working on some artwork right now for the dream team. Get you guys some more merch stuff, some more cool stuff that you guys can buy, show off, and, you know, wear around your friends and your family and let them all know that Dream Beans is the best. 50-year-old doesn't smoke pot, but I love to grow anything in the pot. Yes, Ed, I don't really smoke too much flower anymore, but I just sure do love growing and breeding it. The best possible weed for myself and anyone else. Yes, Michael Wildschultz, he's been on board with the Dream Beans breeding project since almost day one. He's grown out probably more of the Dream Beans strains than I think anybody, and he is a fan, that's for sure. For the stank of it, I grow for the stank of it. Yeah, I grow for my brother. He's had 2-stroke. Oh man, I'm definitely sorry to hear that about your brother. It's hopefully cannabis is, you know, good for his medicinal purposes, whatever the stroke, whatever the ancillary effects of the stroke were. Hopefully that cannabis can alleviate all of those, or at least help that in some form or fashion. What up, Kate? Mine started with parents' cancer. Yeah, that was kind of my, my whole journey into Colorado. My dad had cancer. He had lung cancer, and we knew he was terminal. So he was a big pot smoker his whole life from back in Texas, and growing up in his era, that he just never really thought that he would be able to see the day when he was able to buy weed in a store. Well, the last day before he went, man, the last day before he passed away, he was able to go to the store and we were able to buy this pot. So it was super cool, super groovy, and definitely shout out to Dad upstairs. So, let's see, better yields indoors. Yes, better yields indoors. Chris Belden, I'm glad you brought that up. This is a very good experience. This is a very, very good thing. Okay, so as you guys see, I've only read out a few, and I'm sure there's 50 more right below that I haven't even got to yet. Medicinal purposes for whatever it is, be it if you have joints, aches, and pains, if you're a sports player and you like to actually alleviate after a match, like I'm going to do at my volleyball game tonight, bump, set, spike, woohoo. That's kind of, that you're going to have different strains and specifically different terpene profiles that you'll find that actually alleviate whatever it is medicinally that you're using it for. And so finding those strains and being able to, again, reach out to me, let me know. What is your medicinal ailment through DM? Not here because there's going to be 150 different comments. But reach out to me through DM and, kind of explain what's going on, and I'll point you in the right direction as always. Strain selection specialist is one of my titles. Most terpiest I can get. I get them terps right. I don't know if y'all have ever seen the dude, golly, what is it? Terpaline, DJ Terpaline. It's all terps. It's all terps. Is anything not a terp? Nah. Mycene, hercene, it's to speak of terpenese. That guy's funny. Best air freshener I've started growing for cancer patients, and I found it helps me sleep. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to want to find stuff that's high in CBN. The CBN is going to make you sleepy and hungry, so that's always good for that's always good for cancer patients. One of the things that helped my dad and was kind of crazy is he wasn't eating, which is the kind of the thing with a lot of cancer patients, is that they don't eat, so a lot of their other organs don't like that at all and fail on them. Well, cannabis is an appetite stimulant, as we all know, so getting stuff that's high in CBN. My dad went from eating like 500 calories a day to over 2,500 after we got him up here, got him to Colorado, got him on a high THC, high CBN regimen. So it was cool. At least he wasn't. At least he was eating good. So recreational, save money, and I know what I'm getting. Fact, and you know what you're getting. You know what you're putting in. It's kind of like going to the butcher. You always, are raising your own food. Always knowing what you're going to get, what you're consuming and putting in your body. That's always a good thing. I like to know where my stuff's coming from, and when I eat it, I want to know where it came from. Definitely a good point. So I guess I'm saying all this and kind of illustrating the point that everybody has different reasons for wanting to grow cannabis. And so if you've got specific strains that you know are going to help you sleep at night, then you're going to want to get those kind of strains, and you're going to want to get the ones and find out what in those strains is going to be your main terpene and sesquiterpene, which is secondary terpene profiles. If you can ever get that for medical patients, medicinal folks out there, if you're using it for something specific, try to always get the terpene profiles of what you're consuming. It will help you further down the line and narrow down what it is that'll actually get you that alleviation from whatever ails you. Is being able to terpenes, guys. We're going to talk about terpenes all the time because terpenes are just as important, if not more important, drivers, especially in the medicinal sense, for the cannabinoid interaction that happens in your brain and in your endocannabinoid system. If you didn't have the terps, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to really smoke like just pure THC with no terps. It don't really work right. It don't work the same. Okay, it just don't work the same. That you got to have those terps in there, and having them in high concentrations is something that I always strive for in Dream Beans. Is because what I've found is that if you can strive for high terpene percentage, then you're going to find folks out there that like that specific cannabinoid profile and breakdown. Okay, and you guys are always loving it. We've got some great pictures coming in. We've got some great stuff coming in from guys that are already growing, some testers, all that kind of stuff. Let's see here. I got my group to keep my wife off of painkillers. Hey, I had my struggles with those as well. If anybody ever wants to hear about my journey with opiates and heroin, let me know. That was definitely a large part of my life for a long time, and cannabis helped me kind of through that and get over that. And it's definitely a thing. So I definitely, if anybody's ever dealing with opiate withdrawals or opiate stuff, get with me, man. I've got a real natural, real pretty good regimen for doing that and not having to really deal with the Suboxones and Subutexins and all that stuff in the world. Just get at me with any kind of opiate stuff. I've definitely got experience with that and can help guide you guys through, not only with my strains, but some other stuff as well. All right, we've got my White Widow gets me high as hell, but it isn't the tastiest. Hey, that happens. We like terpenes around here. There's a Instagram account that I follow. It's Weed Should Taste Good. I want to get some shirts. It's great. Weed should taste good. It's fantastic. I believe it. Chris says, so my daughter can save money. She has ADD and migraines and doesn't take pills. I do it for the ADHD, man. The migraines and stuff. I know it's... I really wish my mother-in-law... Hey, Kathy, if you're watching, I love you. You're great. She actually suffers from migraines, and I'm tempted to have her try some cannabis next time it happens. So... migraines are cool. ALS stuff, man, that's a super tough one. ALS, that's a lot of pain associated with that one. So getting anything that's high in myrcene that I find, the myrcene and humulene combination is real good for the pain alleviation that's associated with ALS. ALS, what's the one? Fibromyalgia for fibromyalgia folks out there. Let's see, personal, just to kind of get some smoke, get a head change after a nice day. So again, these are going to be all different grow goals that you guys have, and so the person that's growing for specific medical reasons and have specific strains that they need, they may need a specific type of setup. Okay, they may not need, you know, something that is a little more dialed in because you're needing certain terpene percentages. And then there's folks that just kind of want a casual smoke, you know. There's going to be different folks, and there's also going to be the things that are happening in folks' lives. Me personally, I'm 100%, 110% dedicated to growing cannabis and breeding seeds and talking to you folks. I don't do anything else, and that's not the case for a lot of folks. I understand that. So there's a lot of things that how you're going to decide on what lights to get, what tent to get, what fans to get. All of those kind of things are going to be determined by how much time you can spend on messing with your grow. Me personally, I go to my tent about my greenhouse is about 27 times a day, and that's just me because I like to watch them grow. That's where I can see and interact with my plants, and that's just me. There are other folks that have kids and lives and works and jobs and all kinds of stuff that prevent them from being able to do that. And they can only check on it once or twice a week. It may be in a different location. There's lots of different things that are going to go into selecting equipment, what kind, all the things like that, and genetics. If you've only got a 2x2 space that you've got to keep in a small staircase, thing under a staircase, then that's going to be different. You're going to want something that stays shorter but still gives you yield, that still has the stuff that you're looking for. There's going to be a million different things that go into what determines your style of grow. And guess what, guys? It's always going to be evolving from what I've seen. There's never really a lot of folks that get to one certain style and stick with it for the most part. You do have folks that do that, and they've been growing the same way since 1958. Been growing with my personally. That's cool. That's fine. That's fantastic. As long as you're producing medicine, producing recreational cannabis at a rate that you can enjoy it more, it's fantastic. I love it. So we want to get you guys growing the best dream beans that you definitely can. I just want to smoke every strain in the world. Yeah, you and me both, Marley. I'll smoke it. You know, especially if it's exotic. All right, Scott. Yeah, I saw your order come through. Dave, what's up? Sorry you're late, but you're here. Y'all, don't be late. Same time every week, baby. I grow from my neck fused together for C2, C7. Get you the blueberry breath, guys. For the medicinal folks out there with aches and pains, blueberry breath is going to be where it's at. Joe Kunai, I hope I'm saying that right. It just posted one this week that is absolutely gorgeous. It's stunning. I'm going to put it on the website. It is fantastic and phenomenal. And it's going to be the one that drips with just greasy, grimy gopher guts, as the song when we were kids suggested. That's the good stuff. And it is very medicinal heavy. It's got a very high myrcene content with a humulene, with beta-humulene and a caryophyllene linalool combination that produces the blueberry on the front. It's going to be very, very good for your aches and pains. It's going to be good for your sleep. Let it go a little bit longer. Maybe let it go 80 days instead of 75. Get it to degrade into some of that CBN to help you sleep. That's going to be the good one for sleepy time. Lies, Laderica, lies. All right, I love the growing process. Let me try to get through a lot of these. Shiloh, cancer survivor. Shout out to the cancer survivors out there, folks. What strain? And hey, that's going to be blueberry breath. That's going to be your blueberry breath for sure. Caryophyllene. And what's the other one? There's another one that's escaping me right this. It's a Susquiterp that really, really helps. And blueberry breath has quite a good concentration. It's bugging me right now just because I did that dab. But it's out there. Shoot me a message, let me know. But it's going to be blueberry breath for sure. That's going to be the one that you're going to want to make your RSO from. That's going to be the one that you want for any cancer fighting properties, all that kind of stuff is going to be your blueberry breath. Shiloh. Yeah. Shiloh, okay. Oh, hey, so this is funny. I'm going to hope, I hope I say this right. Lugdria? Man, Miss Taylor, how about that? You and my other friend, Laderica, that are watching, have names that are very similarly spelled, and it was confusing me. So that's super rad, and I hope I can pronounce it correctly. Applause, same here. Joe, what's up? Samuel, can I increase terps? Increasing terps is going to be one of the things that is highly debated, And B, I'm not really, I don't know. It's the genetic potential, okay, guys? The genetic potential in key genetics. And genetics that are selected in a way that is focused on terpene percentage, like Dream Beans are. That's going to be key. Getting in, making sure you just get the maximum out of each one is going to be the key there. Building more terpenes, yes, there are terp enhancers out there. Like Michael said, there are terp enhancers out there. How much and to what degree? Not sure. All right, Tiff. Ian, what's up? How much does the yearly license cost in Colorado? We'll cover that in DM. Final flush with honey. Just water, honey, and not water last 2 weeks. I love it sweet and smoke. All right, cool. Flushing with honey. All right. Jason, can't walk in my tent without peeking in. You and me both. I tell you what, guys, I'm going to have to get all the way down here. Okay. The consummate salesman, I try to do what I can. I do what I can. Yeah, I've been there. Bike wreck in 2001. Crushed my left side. Yeah, you guys are doing... Yeah, see, Laderica. Yeah, so did you see her up above there? I was real confused. I was like, wait a minute. Wait, but her name's not Taylor... It was very confusing. So yeah, guys, that's kind of me. I guess you guys want to hear about what is the promo for the week. So, if you guys saw my post earlier, what we're going to do for the promo for this week, we're going to do 15% off, just because you guys stuck around for close to an hour here, 40, 50 minutes by the time we get done. We're going to have a 15% discount. We're also going to have every person that places an order, and every person that places an order, you're going to get an entry to the drawing for the Super Dreamer Super Awesome Promo Pack. That's going to include the backpack that you saw, the Superfly Chucks that you saw. It's going to come with joggers that you saw me wearing. I told you there was going to be more about that later. It's going to have the Live in the Dream beanie. It's going to have the Dream beanie, Dream Beans Dream beanie. It's going to have a t-shirt. It's going to have a hoodie. It's going to have also 10 packs of each of my fem line. It's going to have a 20 pack of each of my reg line. And it's going to come with my complete and comprehensive step-by-step 46-page grow guide. It's something that I've actually worked on last year and took me a long time to grow. It's a real good one. It's something I could hold near and dear to my heart. It'll come with a PDF of that. So you guys are also going to get if every order, you're gonna get an entry, and every $50 you spend, you're gonna get another entry. So if you get on there, you spend $150, you're gonna get 3 entries, guys. That's over. The prize pack is worth almost $750 if you include the retail price of the seeds. We're talking a substantial prize pack. Okay, not to mention the unreleased grow guide. It's not something you can get just anywhere. It's something super, super rad. Yes, you can buy all of the merchandise separately. I think the chucks, the shoes, and the backpack aren't on there. But I can put them on there, and I've been meaning to do that, but I've been busy. Busy as a 3-legged cat on an ice pond trying to bury a turd. So you guys, anybody that places an order, you're going to also get the remaining Pappy's Secret Stash Keeper. The one that I did last week, we're going to go ahead and ramp that up again this week. I still have enough left to, I think, do another one while supplies last. So you guys are going to get the special Keeper Pheno of the Pappy's Secret Stash, along with your Blueberry Breath option 2. And you're going to use the code TALK15, TALK15. TALK15 is going to get you 15% discount. And don't forget, if it's your first time on the site, you'll get a way to spin the wheel. That's always going to give you the ability to potentially, maybe, possibly get a discount. You got 15, 10%, 15%, 25%, all the way up to 50%. So, in theory, you could actually use this Talk 15 discount, because mine can be used in conjunction with the wheel spin. You could potentially get up to 65% off your Talk About It Tuesday promo pack. And again, everybody that orders is going to get entered. And if you want to see what the prize pack is, go on ahead and check my post out from a little while ago. I tried to tag everyone, but it wouldn't let me. Stupid Facebook. What else was I gonna say? Talk About It Tuesdays here, and dang it, there was something else. If I keep talking, I'll remember it. So, so everybody's gonna get an order. Everybody with every order, you're gonna get an entry to the Super Dreamer promo pack, which is gonna be the backpack. It's gonna be the largest pack of every one of the strains of the seeds that I have. It's gonna be all my fem line and all of my regular line. You're going to get joggers, you're going to get shoes, you're going to get the backpack, you're going to get a t-shirt, you're going to get a hoodie, you're going to get both beanies, you're going to get a hat. All of the things that you guys have been seeing me post that are super rad. I'm even going to probably throw in some joggers for the ladies and the guys. If you don't wear joggers, they're the yoga pants, not joggers, yoga pants. The way it'll work is whenever we'll do a live drawing, we'll do a live contestant drawing. At the end, I'll let everybody that goes, we'll let this one go for 48 hours just so you guys can get your orders in and get your entries in. So once again, everybody, you're going to get, every order is going to get a entry into a drawing. For the Super Dreamer promo pack, it's going to be a backpack, it's going to be joggers, it's going to be shoes, it's going to be every seed pack that I got. It's going to be stickers, it's going to be badass stuff, guys. It's going to be overflowing with Dream Beans merch and all the seeds that I can shoot out. You're going to be getting an entry with every order over the next 48 hours. Use the code TALK15 to get 15% discount. And you're going to actually get the Pappy's Secret Stash. Freebies, bonus freebies. They're going to come with your option 2 freebies. They're going to be in there as well. So it's going to be the promo code entry. Every $50 you spend, you're going to get another entry into the promo pack. And the promo pack, again, it's going to be retail value somewhere around $750 to $1,000. I would expect there to be, hopefully there's going to be a lot, but if you kind of imagine how many orders I'll get over the next 48 hours, that's how many entries that you guys are going to be. So it's a pretty good odds that you guys will win. And that's going to be fantastic and phenomenal for the dreamers out there. It's a way to show you guys how we care and love getting you guys order. And that's what it was, Michael. Haha. That's the other big news, guys. We got our credit card processing back. Should have no issues using your Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express. Use them freely, frequently, flying high with your credit card purchases. Don't have to be limited to Bitcoin or Cash App anymore. That we have a 100% complete legitimate merchant account. Also, if there's anybody out there that's working in the cannabis space that is having issues with your credit card processing, get at me. I can get you the guy that'll get you solved. It's super good. Dreambeans.net, Wayne Fontaine. Dreambeans.net. You guys are going to probably start seeing some ads pop up on Facebook. I'm doing some Facebook and Instagram advertising. You might see it. Don't click on them just because it costs me money. So don't click on them. Just take a screenshot. If you send a screenshot of any ad that you see for Dream Beans, then if you send a screenshot on your next order, I will send you an extra bean per screenshot. How about that? So if you start seeing, and we'll cap it at like 3, guys, don't send me 500 screenshots. But we'll do a little promo just to kind of see for me how my advertising is working, how much reach it's getting, and how many of you folks are actually seeing it. So if you want a free bean or 2 in your pack and you see the Dream Beans logo popping up across your Facebook feed or your Instagram messages or wherever the hell they do all that stuff, I just know I'm paying for it. If you see that, take a screenshot, shoot it over to me via DM, and on your next purchase, we will get you guys a free bean or 2. And it'll be out of the unreleased stuff. It'll be out of the good stuff. It'll be something that nobody else can get access to. That'll be deep in the vault for the guys that send in screenshots of my Dream Bean advertising that's out there on the Facebook, Instagrams. You guys, dreambean.net, dreambeans.net will always take care of you. As always, if we're not, don't have something, multiversebeans.com will get you taken care of. Bean Hunter Charles Wilbur, awesome. That's why you coasted. That's why you so cool. That's why you folks are great. You're fantastic. I love doing it. Talk About It Tuesdays. It's always one of my favorite times of the week. And Ron, you got high and forgot. Boo. Haha, just kidding. But you're here now. That's good. We'll go over it one more time for everybody that's kind of missed out. You can go back and watch the stuff on VPD, DLI, and your grow goals. And you can hear about the promo for this week. It's going to be the 15% discount. Talk 15. T-A-L-K, all caps. T-A-L-K 15. Talk 15 will get you 15% discount. And you're going to get entered with every order. You're going to get entered to win the promo pack, the Super Dreamer promo pack, which is going to be the backpack. It's going to be the joggers. It's going to be the shoes. It's going to be every seed pack that I got. It's going to be stickers. It's going to be t-shirts. It's going to be hoodies. It's going to be beanies. It's going to be a hat. It's everything, guys. So every $50 you spend, moving above that, you'll get entered another entry. So if you spend $200, you'll get 4 entries, so on and so forth. You guys, I love it. You guys, shout out to y'all all out there. Swing, swing, giggity, giggity. You guys, I love you, and we will see you out there in the Dream Beans Support Center. And again, also in the Pappy Secret Stash, we're still going to give those out as bonus freebies so that you're kind of getting the trifecta of every promo that we've had of the last month so far, which is a discount, bonus beans, and now you're going to get entry into the promo pack that's going to get you some super cool swag, super cool merch, along with some beans. So we love you guys. We love when you hang out with us and come to talk about it Tuesday. I'm going to get this viewer, this right here. I'm going to get that up to 100. If we can get the viewers up to 100, the first time we do it, I'm going to give out something super special to every single customer that we have. And you guys, we're trying to work to get to 100 viewers. Once we get to 100 viewers, we're going to do something super, super cool. So you guys invite your friends, the folks that you know are in the cannabis world. And if they love growing autos, if they don't love growing autos, if they love growing cannabis, if they love growing photoperiods, let them know. DreamBeans.net will get you covered. And Dream Beans Support Center will provide all of the grow tips, knowledge, help, super important support along the way. We've got some other stuff coming up. Down the line, down the pike. It's going to be super rad. You guys in Oklahoma specifically be on the lookout. A lot of Virginia folks in the house. You guys be on the lookout as well. We've got some super rad stuff coming up. So I won't take any more of you guys' time. I will peace out. If you guys ever have any questions, get at me through Facebook Messenger. You can always make a post in Dream Beans Support Center and or Multiverse Beans Facebook group. You can always tag me and I will be there to hop on. So you guys go get those beans while they're hot. Get yourself entered to get the Super Dream promo pack ready to rock. We love you guys. Peace.